My name is G, and still by my side, the lovely Fodder.
Hey,
Welcome back.
good to be back, and it's definitely already starting off to be a better series, less one-sided at least, than the last series just before this AliGon was playing.
I mean, it could barely be any more one-sided, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Unless it was a 32-0, right?
I mean, I saw it in chat, somebody was calling it, just didn't quite come true.
It was close though.
It was close. We're jumping right into this pistol round, and Zelos is just, okay, Zelos going crazy in apartments, close up with a USP.
You're not the type of engagement you want to take with a USP. He does manage to get 2 frags out of it, and that's pretty incredible, Netto. What a
yeah,
shot.
I caught that frag too. Yeah, that was absolutely sick aim from him.
That was
He's not picking up on this. Oh, okay, now he saw balcony. They know one player's balcony at least.
Whoever's in a decent position.
He's got to play this anchoring spot really smart though. He's got support. There's the... Oh, but he doesn't peek
Why
with
does
it.
he... Oh no, this means that they can cross into CT and get B for free. Had he peeked on that, he would have ran straight into either library or arch.
Surely he was called to peek with that flash.
I mean, it should be... If your teammate, if you hear the flashbang getting thrown kind of sound, you gotta peek.
I mean, he even turned his back to it, so I almost thought that he was going to go with it. But here we are, 1v2, bring it back here. But they've got the, you know, perfect crossfire positions here. Flash will do a little bit, but not too much. Good isolation, though. He's picking his angles really intelligently, but he only has so many bullets, and now you've got none.
Great job by Netto, actually.
Huge entry frags coming out of Boiler for him. There's some crazy one-taps going on.
Absolutely. I believe it was him taking down Sellers as well. Then he got the crazy one-tap out of Boiler, and on B side, he shut down the retake coming in with a nice one-tap as well.
Yeah, that was really well done there. And it looks like it's going to be a force buy. Now, the thing is, though, how many smokes do they have? Do they have... Well, they haven't smoked off Banana yet.
They only have 1 smoke.
This will be a little bit rough then, because without the smokes, this buy is not really that scary. You don't have any way of really funneling them through anything now.
Nito with the first frag.
Good opening kill there. They have some SMGs to farm with. Not so certain that the SMGs will find their kills, though. The AKs might get to him beforehand. He does have 1 smoke, and they are hitting B. That is the one saving grace here. Perfect timing, again, but
I was
here it
about
is.
to say that it was pretty intelligent by Kabom to rotate towards B. He was actually rotating back right as they
he's
started
gonna
peeking.
push through this with the flash.
And they heard it coming.
That's so predictable, though. Like, you can even hear it before it lands. Yeah.
Right as he swaps over to it, you can hear it.
Yeah, it wasn't even the impact of it hitting the ground. It was just the sound of it being thrown makes a sound. That was a bit unfortunate. He actually could have just... Might as well just went through some shots through the smoke or something. He'll be lucky to save Eagle on armor.
Oh, Fodder getting... Fodder turning into a robot. It's been confirmed. Fodder is a robot.
What about now?
Still kind of a robot. I've always known this.
Well, I suspected it too. Hold on.
Cobra does manage to get 1 exit, but he will get chased down, and they will take the frag with the SMG. Decent start here from Temp. As we pointed out, the push coming through the smoke on Banana was just... As we pointed out, the pop flash, yes, it's a great idea, and if you're behind in numbers, it's good to pop flash a smoke. But the only way for him to pop flash the smoke is to sit very close to the smoke with your flash out for a long period of time, so it doesn't seem like you're actually gonna throw it. And then, right as they push, throw it, peek out, get a frag or 2.
So these actually kept these SMGs into the next round. Looking to farm here. They're actually letting the SMGs go in first this time, though. I like this.
They can get the frags off the SMGs. Give them a bunch of money for the next one.
But they're backing off, curiously enough. I mean, they have the utility to take B. I'm not really sure why they backed off of it. They're kind of being indecisive right now.
But they did it at the right timing, though. Rotation already came through from A to B. So now they got this A side on a lockdown.
There it is, the SMG money. That's what he was looking for.
That's gonna do it.
Good positioning of the SMG to catch off the rotations there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I have a question for you, by the way.
Sure.
If you have, let's say you have 2 or 3 SMGs in the full eco for your opposite team or for your opposing team. So Temp here in this round, let's say they had 2. They did have 2 SMGs. Let's say they had 3. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Coming into the next one, do you upgrade all of them, or do you keep one?
To be honest, you could take the incredibly greedy approach, which I would expect them to do, but it looks like they're not going to. I would expect the team that would be up 1-0 in the series to do it, because it's very greedy. They can have huge payoffs. But looks like they're actually just going to upgrade everything across the board. But honestly, yeah, if it was AliGon in their position, they would have done it. 100%.
I'll admit, I do it almost every single time.
It's a very greedy economical play, because you're hoping you get away with it as long as you can, but you're costing your team like the first buy round of the half, which, you know, it's a pretty big deal.
Well, true, but then again, I mean, if you get a few frags, it's already worth it.
Of course, unless it's like a P90 where the kill reward just isn't there.
Yeah, correct.
Banana control being taken here, but the problem is they didn't do anything with it. The bomb's all the way down at T stairs still. Cobra's, you know, keeping track of mid here, so no kind of sneaky lurks going on.
And again, I don't know if you noticed it, but once again, AliGon pushing through the smoke. This time it was Silas. A smoke was deep banana, and he decided to push through. And I mean, he got the information about one guy. That's all he saw.
Yeah, but a lot can change in that amount of time, so it's not worth the investment of throwing your life away for it.
Exactly. And they can just reset. What happened here? Didn't Cetra spot make tick? I'm confused.
Yeah. Apparently not.
He was completely visible on my screen.
Well, one of the players is getting mollied out. Jumpy gets dropped there. Great molly use there to flush him out. They will get the B-bomb site. They have some pretty decent after. They've got pretty much the dream after plant positions here. The Triangle of Doom here. One guy banana, one in sight, one in construction, but a bit too predictable in the position there. Running through the molly though, that's pretty bold.
Yeah, it cuts you off from your team.
Oh
Sentries.
no! And the reason he lost that aim duel is because the damage sound went off. It ticked, so he knew to peek. He knew somebody was running through that molly, even late into it.
And once again, as you pointed out, running through a molly, it's cutting you off from your teammates. So if you decide to run through a molly, you need your teammates to commit to it. They need to do the exact same thing if you're doing it.
They can't
Otherwise,
always be in position to do it.
One on however many was left on the side.
Yeah, it was a 1v2 at that point, and just he ran into the meat grinder essentially, running through a molly alone with no trade frag in sight. Temp is really playing this to perfection right now. They're clearing everything out, mollying sandbags, just textbook CS. Playing these anti-ecos, very smart. Even pre-firing that, just in case it was a deagle. Just
Absolutely.
in case. So Corrin is really on it right now.
Just demanding the map control here. Nice refract coming in from Cobra though.
Yeah, they are expending like just blind pre-fire to do it too. Not messing around. Here comes the smoke. Good support flash though. He might have wanted to push that smoke behind him, Zealous. If it wasn't for that flash. He's still gonna do it. He's gonna get one. Oh.
They almost line up for him.
For the triple there, but not to be. And now we're just down to 1-on-2. Pretty much an unlosable situation, especially with the re-smoke. No defuse kit, so no sparkles incoming. And not really sure what he... I mean, he can get some kills here, but it's not going to impact their economy at all. Look at their money.
Is that called sparkles because of the YouTuber?
Yep. Just the hero play. The hero just hope that nobody looks at me while I defuse, preferably with a smoke strat.
Yeah, please go chase me so I can defuse this bomb, kind of thing.
Yeah, just throw a decoy and hope somebody doesn't realize that that red dot is a decoy in the minimap. I don't know if it works at this rank, at this skill level of play, so...
On this skill level, no one uses the minimap anyway. JK?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody just uses the P90 instead. Who needs a minimap?
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, that is a... Oh, I was about to say, if he didn't capitalize on that, that was a very good support flash for a corn there at Banana to get that kill on Jumpy. So the teamwork, it's just a complete 180. Now the teamwork's there, the communication. Flash for me so I can peek this. Okay, boom, dead. Like, where was that on map 1? What happened? What changed? In the course of 10 minutes.
I know what it is. They've been watching the stream. They've been hearing us. They know that we're not happy.
Well, Caster's Curse actually doing something useful for once, I guess.
That's how it is.
Yep. 1-on-4. Is it going to happen? Probably not. He doesn't even want it to happen. He's looking for some exits, and that's about it.
He needs the ace.
Yeah. And he's just going to get shut down.
But yeah, as you pointed out, on this map, their team, like, they're flashing each other in, going for the peaks, making the pop flashes before they peak. They're not peeking dry like they did on D2. They're using their smokes. I mean, to be fair, AliGon have been pushing smokes when they shouldn't have. So still some mistakes here and there, but overall, way better map.
Yeah, and are we going to see another 16-0 today? Is it too soon to call?
It's going to be the Caster's Curse now because you called it. It is going to happen.
I mean, because it looks like two completely different teams.
Yeah, Temp in this map compared to the first one.
This isn't close either. None of these rounds feel close right at this point. Like, something's got to get fixed here from the CT side. Look at these executions. The mollies for everything.
It might be, as you pointed out, they came in dry to this one. Cold.
Yeah, that could have been it, actually.
And AliGon was fighting earlier today as well, or can't really call that a fight.
No, 16-0, 16-6,
I believe, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, not a fight. But I don't know. Obviously, Tip is playing out of their minds right now. Everything's pristine. The synergy between, like, flashing for your teammates is there now. Like, the executions are completely on point, and their synchronization. Everything is there. But then, also, AliGon is just, like, falling flat in their face here. Like, they're also not showing up.
It seems like AliGon started off by doing absolutely great on Dust 2, and then they kind of adapted these mistakes made by Temp, and they started making those mistakes even on Dust 2. And here coming into Inferno as well, they're down 7-0.
It could have been just a shift that was happening and like towards the end of the first map that's transitioning over now. But you can't have that kind of mindset when you want to compete at this level. You can't. You have to wipe it, wipe your memory clean. Forget. You can't boil yourself down on these kind of situations like this, because sure, they're down 7-0, but it's not like nobody's ever came back from a 7-0 half before.
Plenty of teams have.
Yeah. I've seen teams come back from 15-0 and won on train. So
Old or new train?
Old train, but it was 15 rounds in a row they won on T side. Bam.
I was about to say, if it was on new train, I mean, it's gonna be a bit harder, but old train was still kind of destructive, especially on the CT side. If you could hold down a decent CT site, you would win the game.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was a joke team. It was SK versus Lemon Dogs when that happened.
Oh wow.
Like Get Right, Forest, all of them playing it, like all the Swedish powerhouse players. So it was not like just some trash tier game. So comebacks do happen, but they gotta start now. Sentries with the entry fragging has just been absolutely insane. Even last map.
I remember casting sentries once before, and he did the exact same thing, just running out, gunning, getting 1 or 2 entry frags pretty much every single round, and then his team to follow up. And I don't remember who he played against back then, but I remember they got beaten down, even though he got 2 entries every single round.
They eventually got wiped out on Dust 2, but he made it a lot more interesting for them.
Absolutely. Without him,
now
they would have
it's just
been
making
destroyed.
all the difference. Yeah, they would have been pretty brutal. But now looking at it now, it just looks like the momentum shift is completely turned here. 8-0. And I mean, here comes the bye. I would expect. I mean, they have max loser bonus. They've already lost 8 rounds straight. No? Nothing?
What?
Nothing? Not
Why
even
are they still discussing this? Look at them on the minimap.
What was that?
They're still in spawn.
Is that a joke?
Temp could have taken over B site.
They could have
before
taken a
AliGon.
tactical pause.
What is going on?
Something has got to be going wrong with like the comms right now. Like someone has to be raging. Like where's the IGL? Do they have a coach?
Did TeamSpeak break?
I mean, this hasn't reached the point where people are team killing yet, but I feel like some rage is happening right now.
Something is definitely going wrong. Something is going right here and there, but it's not enough to get a single round on the board yet.
Like, look, I'm looking at Zealous right now, and Jumpy in sight, and I'm just confused. Like, when their team is all dead at A, besides one player, like, what do they expect to happen to B?
Yeah, they haven't even hurt anyone on Banana, so what are they still doing here?
And the thing is, Zealous was looking at him, like, just staring at him. Like, not even looking where he should have been. So I was worried I was about to witness team killing or something in a European match, because then we would be in A, boys.
And now they are spreading up. I mean, what are they trying to do here? What are they trying to accomplish?
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Do you remember the existence timeout? Before tactical timeouts?
Yes.
I'm just gonna pretend it's that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pretend that they're moving around, hiding in spawn, talking, and not raging. That's what we're going with.
But we have tactical timeouts now.
I know.
And even if that didn't work, so many teams are lying about their timeouts. They're taking a tactical timeout saying, oh, TeamSpeak breaks. And they're doing that like 3 times in a map.
AliGon, a lot of teams have done that, yeah.
I mean, what is going on? This is not the AliGon that I used to watch.
Wait to see what they do with their money. Oh, okay, yep, yep.
They've given
well,
up
we're going to map 3.
Yep, absolutely.
Something is broken down in the communication. Someone's raging. Their IGL is nowhere to be found. There's no tactical pause.
Zella's still 4,000 after he buys a Max 7.
He's only going for Max 7. Okay, well.
Yeah, they forfeited this basically, and just I hope. Let's hope and pray that they're using this last couple of rounds here to talk about the next map at least.
I would rather them just use these last couple rounds to have fun. Like, just to get the bad vibes out of whatever, like, their TeamSpeak mumble, whatever.
I mean, that's hopefully what they're doing by buying like
auto
this.
snipers and mag 7s, yeah.
Nice pop flash.
But there's no way you can justify a buy like this. It's there's no way you can say it's not a tilt or a troll buy or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, 8k or 4k after you buy a Max 7. Not even head armor. I mean, it's not really necessary because AKs and AWP.
Right. But you still have 4 grand left over.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, what must be going through Tim's head right now? Like, what are because they're running into people with auto snipers and mag 7s. Like, they're surely confused right now.
Yeah, this must be kind of frustrating for Temp as well. They started by getting run down on D2. Then they made the comeback possible.
Now they actually won with the troll buy.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna attribute that to them doing something magical. Like, you have to like, you can't justify buying an auto sniper and an op on CT side Inferno.
Yeah, I don't know.
You would sooner buy a Negev than an auto sniper on this map on any side of this map.
Auto sniper is only viable on a very, very few maps.
This is kind of why I wish it was a standard, which it's never going to be adopted because a lot of teams were complaining about privacy issues, where you could hear the comms in between rounds, just have the ability to go in. But I would be very curious. I actually am curious if there's a communication breakdown happening right now.
Nice jump spot by Netto. Does manage to take down Jumpy. Once again, early frag in the favor of Temp.
Yep, and 1 player left, and they're I mean, they have all the nades they could ever want for an execution. All the Molotovs to the Ring of Fire strategy if they want. All the smokes. They throw one of the CTs threw a smoke for Banana from A. Standard stuff there. That's probably not going to scare them off or deter them in any way.
Why haven't AliGon changed up their position at all? They're still playing bomb wall, pit, and arch.
And they have an auto sniper over there, so what do they need this many players? And now, okay, well, B's open.
I mean, at least I would expect the pit guy to go take a cover of arch, and then the arch guy to rotate into CT.
Why can't the guy with the auto just sit in pit? And then everyone else just rotate? I mean, if you're gonna buy such a ridiculous gun, play a very strong position with it, and actually use its strength, its defensive nature to your advantage, then maybe get the numbers back in your favor by stacking the right bomb site. But what they're doing right now is it just looks like borderline trolling.
But as you pointed out, I do expect that there's some major problem with the communication.
Yeah, where's the tactical pause still?
Yeah, and obviously it shows by them not rotating at all. They weren't moving an inch. They were completely, like, they were standing still.
I mean, he's getting some consolation kills, but I don't think a team with 11, 11, 10, and 50 or 5k there are going to care about losing few AKs.
Robot fodder is back. I knew it. Robots taking over. But yeah, 10-1 in the favor of Temp now. And finally, AliGon not going for an auto sniper. I don't believe they had the money for it. Either way, they probably would have. Yeah, they don't have the money for it. They probably would have gone for it if they had the money for it. At least we don't see a max 7 still on Jumpy. So that's something. That being said, though, I mean, they need an incredible C-hat if they don't get some more rounds very fast here. Nito is gonna take the double entry over on the A-bomb side. Taking care of Kabomb and Cobra. Magtic still in pit. Finally some rotation coming in.
Any better now?
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay, so... Well, Glimmer of Hope gets shut out. And Sentry is just getting... What is his headshot percentage?
It must be through the roof.
How is it only 30? What? No. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I have not seen him get I have not seen him get a kill. That's not a headshot. Every time I've spectated him. Every single entry is always a headshot with this guy. I feel like he has borderline Scream headshot percentage right now.
And he's actually sitting with a sick headshot percentage. He's right now on 66%.
Huh. That's pretty unusual. Especially considering like he's not even going for one taps or anything. It's pretty standard AK styles here.
Boom sitting on 66 as well.
I mean, all the Temp players are just going off at this point. They probably recognize what's going on. They probably have already kind of figured out the CTs are on tilt, borderline trolling / raging on their comms. Really, the only way they can falter at this point is just to like get too cocky and just do the crouching dually strat NIP style and throw away pistol round. Because I'm sorry, I don't see any confident team throwing away a lead like this on B side against a team that's already showing signs of a breakdown.
I totally agree. I mean, as I pointed out, AliGon need the last couple of rounds here. On top of that, they need
Pistol
to play out of their mind on T side in general.
Yep, and the pistol is absolutely mandatory.
Yeah, there's no doubt. If you lose the pistol, it's over.
And this 2v1's probably not going to happen. The crossfire is already there. The trade's already immediate. Not going to even be necessary. Sentries again. Oh wow, it's not a headshot that time. So, enforce buys every round as it could be expected at this point. Scouts, 5-7, CZ, FAMAS, Deagle.
I mean, I still don't understand this. Why don't you want to... Yes, even if you've given up, why don't you want to prove to your enemy that, okay, you can take them down if you want to?
Yeah, you shouldn't give them like the ego boost to be like, oh, they're so mad, look at them, they're buying auto snipers on CT side, ha, they're so bad. Like, why would you give them that kind of mental edge on you?
Yeah, this is basically saying to Temp, okay, you got this, come take it. We're not gonna fight anymore.
Yeah, you don't ever want to give them that kind of mental edge there.
They're just rolling over on their back.
Especially not if any of the players, personality-wise, or anything like players who are like very morale heavy, like very morale focused, like players like Mo, who get really hyped up when things are going well, and they just kind of, you know, have an explosive performance because of that. If there's anyone like that on Temp that's known for that, they've got to be loving this.
I know that when Sentries is doing well, he starts doing even better. And then one round he gets, or maybe 2 rounds in a row, he gets shut down completely without doing anything, and then he's back to like his chill form, basically.
He's died 2 times this entire game. And he's entry. They're going for knives. I mean, it's a 2v3, you can still win it. Don't go for a knife kill. 1v3, and actually dinks one of the players here. Let's see if his kind of improv counter. Oh, the flash is
flashes himself. Unfortunate.
No, that second flash, the CT flash got him. His own flash didn't blind him. But yeah, he was kind of pincered in there from the start.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally agree. There's absolutely no reason to go for the knife kill. That being said, though, what can they do at this point?
Well, obviously the tactical pause is out the way at this point. You would have used it earlier, right? So if you used it now, what are you doing? You're really just kind of going to sit around and mope on the same map. More than likely, you already lost. That's what they're going to be thinking, at least. More than likely. It would take literally world-class mental stability to say, okay, guys, we can come back to this. Maybe Fnatic do it.
Such a beautiful robot. I just want to point that out and get it out of the way before you drive me crazy. Kabom does manage to get the shot on today through middle. And he is just rolling, trying to get both weapons towards B bomb site. What is he doing? And now he gave it up. He's not even gonna bring the AWP anymore. I don't understand what's going on in this game. It is the last round of the first half, and no matter what happens, Temp have absolutely destroyed AliGon here.
Yeah, absolutely no question about that. What do you think? Pistol round?
Wow. What was that, sorry?
Pistol round? Or do you think the comeback is even feasible at this point? Or would you honestly, in their shoes, just be like, okay, let's just get this map out of the way and pretend this is a best of one. Next map, go.
Yeah, I mean, even if AliGon got the pistol round and the following 2 rounds, I still don't see this comeback. I don't see it happening.
They're saying good half well played. They're not tilted enough that they're not being like good sports about it.
That's always something.
Yeah.
And
We'll see.
In one of the games I was casting today, one of the players unfortunately typed. Well, let's be real. I'm not gonna say the word because it was terrible, but he was being very disrespectful to one of the other players.
Racial slurs towards one of the players?
It wasn't even that. It was one of his teammates asking him about something, and then he raged upon the other team, but he forgot that he was not typing in team chat.
Oh wow.
And it was a very bad word, trust me. And I'm not gonna say it. It was a very bad word. And then after that, he was like, "Oh, didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry." And they weren't even losing. So at least AliGon, as you pointed out, showing good sports.
Yeah.
That's very important in a gentleman's game like CS.
Yeah. Have class if you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
I mean, they're putting up a fight.
They're going for this pistol round. Obviously, they want something out of it, I guess. But I mean, if you're going for this pistol round, then why throw away so many rounds on your CT side?
Change of heart.
But now it seems like it's too late here.
I mean, they're not doing it for logical reasons. They're doing it for emotional reasons. The raging stopped, so now they want to win again. It's as stupid as that may sound.
I mean, hopefully their raging stopped.
It surely has by now. It seemed a lot more cohesive that round. Everyone was together for the trades. They're saying, you know, well played, you know, good half, all that stuff. I think it's kind of settled down a little bit now. But if they lose to this force buy, that's going to put them right back on tilt, and they'll probably just do whatever. 5 sawed-offs, who knows.
Yeah, but then again, at that point, what else can you do? I mean, at that point, it's over. If they lose this force buy, it's going to be over.
Right. So far, so good, though. And the SMGs are getting some good farm in there.
Big flashing with the smoke. Oh, that's a new one.
I mean, probably more of a fake than anything, but they're playing this really clean. Good wallbang there as well.
Yeah, that was a really good timing on the wallbang. He kind of traced him through the wall as well with his spray. That was pretty brutal.
It's always good to get a few kills like that under your belt whenever you're down. Just get the confidence boost. You know, even if it's gradual, get that back, get some morale going. Again, crazier comebacks have happened in this game, and they will continue to happen. So, this is not like it's Quake, a game that's notorious for having comebacks be nearly impossible.
If you're down on Quake, just forget about it.
Yeah, because you're going to be a fresh spawn against a 200-200 stack, full ammo and everything. Not happening. Especially when in half of those maps, they're so compact that they can hear where you spawn at. Or they know where you spawn. Or they can manipulate your spawns. Not any of that in CS. So it's definitely doable.
This is why CS have always been my favorite game.
Yeah, you can always come back. As long as your head is in the game, it's always a possibility. Like, if you were ever capable of beating the team at one point, at your core, like when you're playing to your A game, you can always return to that if you just get out of whatever mental rut you're in.
Yeah, I mean, even if Temp was playing out of their minds here, I don't see that. Temp are playing very well, but they're not doing like insanely good. It's just
it was
more in the factor of AliGon giving up, or at least on the first half.
Yeah. Looks like they're so interested in this series so far, though. See if they can keep these rifles alive here. I mean, it is pretty much a full eco here. So, no real excuse to die here. They should all go together. All trade off of each other. Good save from Cobra. His teammate actually would have whiffed that. He got shot from behind there from window, boiler.
That was a very important kill.
Yeah. That would have been so much money down the drain. That was a clean round. That was good. Now, here comes the CT buy here. Let's see what the utility's looking like. That's going to be the huge thing to look for. 3 smokes. How many? 4 smokes. Nope. That's going to be at 4. The 4 smokes. That, I mean, it's not as strong as the 5 smoke strat, but it's still going to burn a lot of time. If they decide to go B.
If they can time their smokes like perfectly on the B side, that's gonna cost a lot of time.
Right.
They
just
can
have to have the timing
basically
right on
burn
it.
down the entire clock if they have the timing right.
Right. It looks like it's going to actually be an apartment push, though. A contact play. They're going to literally explode out as soon as they get spotted. There it is. He didn't even get the first kill there. That's a bit disappointing there from him, but the players is at least low
2
HP.
frags from Matic though.
Yeah. Good kill from Nito.
But I
Hitting
don't
some
really
good shots.
understand the positioning from his teammates. He was planning the bomb, no one was covering short.
Yeah, it seemed like the infrastructure there for the defense, it wasn't really there. Like there was no cohesion there at all. Like sure, you're defending the same bomb site together, but you're not playing in a way that plays off of your teammates.
Exactly.
There's a very big difference between playing a bomb site and playing a bomb site with your team. Like it doesn't matter if you have 3 people A if none of them are actually playing off of each other, playing crossfires, playing trades, anything like that, supporting each other with flashes, boosts, anything.
Yeah, that's actually one of the biggest things that take like competitive CS play and throw it way up there compared to matchmaking play. Because in matchmaking, you see a lot of these mistakes where people don't flash for each other. They're very egocentric.
Solo. Yep.
And all about, okay, who's on top of the scoreboard and all that jazz. When in fact, it doesn't really matter who's on top of the scoreboard. If you lose, you lose. Well, cool, you have 30 frags, but only because you never drop for your teammate. You never pop flash for anyone. And, I mean, you were playing solo the entire time.
And probably baited at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that what
baiting.
really breaks down the line between competitive play and just casual matchmaking, which is still competitive play, but it's just a bunch of people. I'm not gonna try and insult everyone. I'm insulting everyone who's watching right now, I know that. But it's most of the time it's a bunch of people who think they're pretty good, but if they meet a player or two who's actually good, they'll probably call them a cheater.
Yeah, it's the synergy is completely unreal when you take a matchmaking team, or just like 5 random people from matchmaking, even globals, against an actual like low, like even tier 3 team. So here we go, bomb plant coming in here. AliGon, I mean, Zealous is going crazy. He's been doing good this entire series.
Absolutely. Now all
And
up
last
today with 2 HP.
And yeah, he's looking to save this thing, but they're hunting. Do they anticipate him to be in pit here?
Oh, he's gonna peek.
I mean, if he goes for the kill, he shouldn't have gone for that. No.
If he gets
He
this
knows.
one, he should be good. He should be good now.
Yeah, he should be, but
If he just keeps running.
That was some incredible foresight to know that there were so many T stairs like that. Like I would have figured that you thought that he went back into spawn to look for spawn for the save. Like he just knew that he was already coming. I don't know. That was crazy, but he does manage to take a few down there. At least chip away at the economy.
I actually thought that you heard him running down
He
the
did,
stairs.
but it was super early. Like he was holding super early, as if he was not even checking spawn. You figure if you hear somebody go to spawn, you think they would at least check it, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So, but yeah, here we go. They at least did some economic damage with that, and formed the opening kill here. Jumping, yep, double kill there.
Bringing it right back.
They're getting way better at pushing through these smokes now with coordinated flashes and trades. They were not doing that earlier.
And now I want to point out that when AliGon was playing the CT side, I said, why are they not rotating? But rotating 2 players to B and then staying there for so long, that's a no-go as well. if you rotate 2 players, have one playing like
He is in
further
pit.
back.
He is in pit though. That's the saving grace. But he does nothing. So there goes that. They're making it come back. I did say it's possible. If they did reset mentally, it's obviously possible.
As you said, everything is possible. In CS, it's every round is like a new start,
by round.
start. Even if you're on an eco, you can still make that happen, and you can
Oh
still
yeah,
make...
just look at Envious. Of course. They have a ridiculous win rate on their spies and things like that, but few exit kills coming over here, just consolation kills at this point. But AliGon, gears have definitely shifted here. They definitely got their act together.
You can also see that they keep changing their pace. We saw a few rounds ago, we saw where they exploded on towards the A site.
And
the contact play on A site.
Yeah, like out of apartments where they busted out. But
yeah, exactly.
The thing is, this wouldn't be possible without cohesion, which means the communication is obviously way better than what it was. You can't make pace changes like this unless everybody's on board. Otherwise, what happens? Oh, you run out of apartments and die by yourself. There's nobody else to play. So, the communication's all the difference here. Look at this. Look at how perfect everything is right now. Pop flashing for each other. Everyone's turning at exactly the same time. Nobody's flashed. They're all up. And look at that. It's a completely different story.
Yeah, this is the team that we saw at the start of D2.
Great entry fragging here by Zelos.
This is textbook play right here.
Yeah, this is the way they should have been playing, and now they've got it together now.
Smoking off top middle, then everyone getting close, turning their back to the smoke, pop flashing through.
Yep.
Getting basically free entries.
Synergy, the cohesion, everything is there. Everything is there right now. It's all back. Now the question is whether or not Temp can win this game when AliGon is actually playing. If not, it might be just a 2-0 sweep.
I mean, they need to change something up here, Temp.
I think they just got caught off guard that they are actually coming back. Like, they probably just thought they were mentally defeated. Like, oh yeah, guys, they're buying autos. Like, we've already got this. What do you guys want to do next map? Like, they mentally checked out of this. Like, that they thought it was in the bag. What?
That was the whole strategy behind it.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm sorry. It had to be done.
I knew you were going to say it.
It had to be done. The whole strategy. Lose 13-2 and then make the crazy comeback. I mean, it's obviously working.
If only it was intentional. If only we could believe it was intentional. But we're just sane enough to know better.
I don't think any team out there would ever lose intentional.
Fnatic. Against a team they know they're better than. Maybe.
Yeah, true. I mean, that was obviously stretching it a bit far.
This is an interesting Molotov from Kebab. What was that lined up for? Oh! I get it. That was insanely intelligent from Kebab. I don't know if you caught that. He's throwing a Molotov on top of the roof, next to that wheelbarrow, so that the smokes can't be thrown across the map to land off of that to land on Banana.
Wow!
That's very smart. It took me a little bit to figure that out.
That's next level. I didn't even see him throw it, but yeah.
He was thinking about it. He was waiting to see it. He's looking for the shadow. He was waiting for it.
That's next level.
That is very, very smart.
That means that you make the CTs waste a smoke.
Yep, and then you execute when they think it's clear.
Actually, they're gonna go straight back towards A side.
Very good read.
Beautiful. Sentries does manage to get the 2 entries here. And we'll take one down as well. Now back to 2-on-2. Jumping Cobra versus Netto and Korn. But as you pointed out, Korn, an old player as well.
Yeah,
been in the game for a long time.
Yeah. I would say, well, here we go. 2v2, good flash there to stall them. Really good counter flash. Creeping through the smoke, but it's fading. 1v1.
Ooh.
And they just get completely outplayed on the positioning there.
That was a bit unfortunate, because I actually do believe that Neto spotted the guy in pit. He was peeking from truck. He jumped up on the little edge by the truck and was peeking over it. And I do believe Neto actually spotted him. It was a bit hard to tell.
I believe so too, but it was definitely some very stellar positioning there on the 1v2 there. Great isolation,
Absolutely.
great strafe shooting. Really solid mechanics there to lock that down.
13-10 now. AliGon definitely making it interesting here in the second half.
Have they lost a round this half?
I don't believe they have. They haven't. That means 8 rounds in a row.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like, yeah.
On T side of Inferno.
Yeah.
It's not like they're doing this by setting up a great defense. No, they're absolutely incredible in their tactical attack. And that's what's bringing these rounds together for
Good
them.
trades. Good trades there from Day. Expect that of a player like that to get those guaranteed kills that he needs to be getting. Good kill from Ands. Good counter. The counter flashes have been on point for both teams. But here comes the really fast-paced execution here. And a good timing to hit too. There's only going to be one player to deal with in the actual site itself. And they know there's one guy CT, he has to reload after that. He can't connect shots. Day, he's going to go in for the other. Day
That
with
was
a triple.
beautiful play by Korn, once again. Just sitting at the back of side, the very back of side, waiting for backup, working around new bugs to try and isolate the players. He was playing it absolutely perfect.
They're all in with this buy. So that comeback will be all for naught if they lose this round. It would be a shame because something like that puts you on tilt even more than just losing badly. Because you think, oh, we were coming back, we're coming back. Oh, wow, we just wasted all that time just to lose anyways. Like, it's one of those kind of things.
I mean, as we pointed out, obviously some of these players have been in the game for a very long time.
Of course.
And I do believe that if you come back from the mental distress of being behind and you make this comeback real, even if you lose, you're gonna be like, well guys, I mean, we made the comeback real. Had we just gotten a few more rounds on our CT side, we would have won it, so what stops us from winning the last map?
That's fair enough. They just have to make sure that they're mentally checked into the game at all times. Like, they can't just start trolling and buying autos next map, if it does go to a third map. Which, I don't know.
It kind of looks that way.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Yeah. We saw his shoulder. Oh, which you could really do.
Okay, let's act like any dream chat would normally act. While Temp was just doing this as a tactical breakdown of AliGon, they made it seem like a comeback was real, but in the end they had no intention of actually giving them the comeback.
Well, that's not so far-fetched. Teams have done that.
Yeah, we have seen it before, but I don't think that's the case here.
No, not at all. But it has been done. That one's less far-fetched. The other one is absolute insanity.
Great push from Jumpy. That's a good kill as well. Sentry. Nice job. Day
going crazy. Yep. There's the experience you're looking for from somebody who's played since CPL since 2003 for 4Kings. Classic player. Day's been around for ages.
Beautiful play. Absolutely.
We are going to go to map 3.
Yeah, GG, well played. Third map coming up.
GG.